Welcome traders and investors from across the globe. This is Fugazi, aka CryptoMill 13, and as always striving to achieve absolute freedom. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not follow any of these numbers unless you do your own research. You know, I've been pretty busy the past few days. Some of you guys know that I also have a photography business, so did a wedding and also a baptism this past weekend. So you know, I haven't been really around much to do a video, but I just wanted to take this time here real quick and touch base and see what's going on with Electroneum. And as I'm looking here, looking at my chart, if I can find it, looks like we've been pretty much kind of going sideways for the past few days. Kind of like we're in between, yeah, we're kind of like in a channel here, 450 Satoshis, between 450 Satoshis and about 500 Satoshis. So we have a pretty good support level at around 450 Satoshis and a pretty good resistance level at around 500 Satoshis. I would have thought that with the news that Richard came out with, you know, I would have thought that maybe Electroneum reacted a little differently, but it didn't. But you know, I'm pretty sure that's still to come here. I know that you know, he's due to release a few more partnerships, and I'm hoping that with that, Electroneum will finally break through the 500 Satoshi line and, you know, get us to higher levels. Okay. So let's see here. So yeah, the news that came out, and also the video, there was a video of Richard talking about, you know, some of the partnerships, and supposedly he's got some really good things, really good things coming up in the next few days. But the news with Effortel kind of surprised me in a way that, you know, it didn't affect the price that much. So, you know, it's a little complex, you know, MVNEs, MVNOs, MNOs, and things like that, and how is that going to affect the price of Electroneum? You know, it's a little bit complicated, and you know, for me to touch on that, I mean, I could try and touch on that a little bit, you know, maybe make people understand a little bit more what's going on. So Effortel is an MVNE, which is a mobile virtual network enabler. So basically, it's kind of like the backbone of a MVNO, which is a mobile virtual network operator. Usually those are smaller cell phone companies that operate off of bigger companies. For example, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon here in the United States. So the MVNE, like Effortel, is basically the backbone that provides the infrastructure to these companies. They would, for example, do the SIM card provisioning as well as billing, for example. So these MVNOs could actually focus more on the customers, do that kind of operation, you know, kind of like the, I would say, you know, that face-to-face kind of thing with the customers, you know, that relationship, whereas the MVNEs are kind of like more in the background doing the technical stuff, you know, the billing stuff that kind of like should be separated from the mobile network operators. So kind of like in a nutshell, right? So I guess the main focus is to increase what they call the ARPU, or ARPU, which stands for average revenue per user. What comprises ARPU is basically you know, some of the features that are being added to your basic line. Okay, the more features are added to the line, the higher the average, the higher the ARPU. Which obviously, you know, the higher the ARPU in general, that means the company is pretty profitable, right? So if you have for example, a basic phone with just a basic line, no insurance or anything, that ARPU would obviously be much lower than if you had a smartphone on a, you know, unlimited plan plus the insurance plus whatever else features you have. That ARPU obviously would be much, much higher. So I guess, you know, Electroneum is kind of trying to tie into that and increase the ARPU. Okay, so, and I guess that's what this partnership is all about. Okay, you know, maybe in the next few days we'll get a clearer picture on, you know, how these relationships are going to work out, I guess. Okay, but with that said, you know, I mean, with the things coming out, again, Richard has kind of hinted towards the fact that that a few big things are going to be coming out in the next few days, and I'm kind of, you know, waiting for that. You know, if that's what's going to happen, if these big things are really going to come out and you know, are really as big as he says they are, you know, I'm hoping that this will be the last time we'll see Electroneum below 10 cents. Okay, I mean, we are like hovering like in the 7-cent area right now, so I'm hoping in the next few days, hopefully we'll, you know, get catapulted more like towards the 10-cent area. Okay, maybe even a little bit above that. That would be great, you know, kind of end the year like that, or maybe even higher, right? And in regards to my price prediction, you know, there's really not much I can say about it. I mean, they still stand, okay? And the only reason why I say they still stand is because, you know what, just like everybody else, I'm still figuring out exactly what's going to happen in the next few days. So, you know, like I said in my previous videos, a couple of my videos, I did put out a price prediction, you know, $1 going into the new year, maybe $5 towards end of January, and then I was saying that maybe towards the end of the first quarter, which is, you know, March 31st, 2018, I said that we could possibly hit the $30 to $35 mark, right? So, you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, at this point, the way I'm looking at it, that's still pretty possible. Okay, it just really depends on, you know, the news that Richard will be releasing in the next few days, and also what new partnerships will come out, you know, into early 2018. Plus, on top of that, obviously, you know, the market in general, the market as a whole, you know, how you know, is it going to increase? By how much it's going to go, you know, by how much is it going to increase? I mean, you know, where we at currently, we're like at 600 billion or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really checked recently. Yeah, so the market cap in total, we're at $640 billion. So, you know, it depends on, you know, what pace we're going to be going at here. Okay, so, you know, I don't think it's completely out of range yet. Okay, I mean, obviously, I might, you know, eat my shorts later, but, you know, again, this is my opinion, and it's not really obviously based on any kind of technical analysis, because there's not much to go off, right? So it is more like more like a fundamental kind of analysis, if you wish, going by, in my opinion, again, you know, some of the investor sentiment, I guess, and from what I'm seeing out, you know, in some of these forums and Facebook pages. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I guess a lot of it hinges again on the news that Richard Ells will be putting out in the next few days leading up into the new year. Okay, also just wanted to give a shout out to a few people out in Electroneum ETN. It's a Facebook page. I am mining with my laptop in their pool. They have their own pool. You guys can check it out at ucrypto.com. It's I'm gonna put a link down in my description. It's being run by Pierre Warner and Bob Walker. Okay, I know some of you guys are familiar with them, so you know, go check it out, guys. All right, and again, it's on Facebook. They have a page. It's Electroneum ETN. So that's pretty much that. I know there's been quite a few people that have been asking me about other videos, you know, asking me about other ICOs or other coins that I'm involved in, coins and tokens that I'm involved in. Just right off the top of my head, you know, I am involved in Anchorus. I am involved in Sphere. Let's see. Okay, where did it go? Some of the coins that I'm involved in is Clearpole, Unicoin Gold, Universa, Basic Action Token, BAT, Verge. Those are the ones that I'm involved in personally. Unicoin Gold recently finally spiked because of this news that they're actually going to be partnering with MGM in Vegas, which I think is fantastic. I bought into UKG during their ICO, so I'm glad I did. Same thing with Clearpole. Clearpole, I joined their ICO. I invested a small amount, and they're doing fantastic as well. Clearpole, POLL, if you guys want to check that out. Anchorus, they're still in the ICO stages. And then Verge, as you guys already know, Verge just recently skyrocketed. I think we saw 16 cents today, and it was just hovering right around like 5 cents just a couple days ago or something like that. So that was fantastic as well. Okay, again, you know, trade at your own risk. Don't take you know, anything that I say here and just run with it and, you know, just copy it. You have to do your own research, do your own due diligence. Okay. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, click the like button, click the thumbs up. If you want to be notified of my next video, click the subscribe button. You'll get notified. Okay. Stay tuned, and until then, continue to strive to achieve absolute freedom. See ya.